not intersect with the outside of your square, and do not run with the rest of the party for the between square in until, as the first wave, you see the squares trigger, and then you can go between squares in. Immediately after between squares in is finished, the lance charge or whatever it's called, you can, or everybody will go back to B, and whoever was the longer debuff in the B square is going to go and do the same treatment in A. They're going to just stand dead center of A or whatever, so that the circle's not overlapping outside of their square. Are there any questions on the Rune Axe strat that we're doing? The main thing you just need to remember is that B is going to be our main stacking square for the very end of Rune Axe, as well as like at the very beginning for anyone who's on a button right now.
I have
Okay.
a question.
Yep.
Suppose all three of us, like ranged, get the debuff. How do you want us to spread around? Like, if suppose all three of us get the small one.
All three of you will get 2 big, 1 small. Guaranteed.
Okay.
The three of us
Okay.
are going to be on the A square, and A always gives out a short big, a long big, and a like medium small.
Do not forget, by the way, if you resolve your small spread first, like if you're the one who has to like wait before you go
Or the large spread.
between squares, you need to make sure you're going to the B square after you take your small spread and you do the between squares in, right? Like the other squares are going to be electrified, right? Like you don't want to be there. Okay. The last thing I want to mention, the timing for baiting the Rune Axe is probably the most complex part of baiting Rune Axe. So please be ready to listen to the calls. When I'm saying get to the B square, if you are not one of these 5 people on a button right now, please make sure you are making sure you're on the B square. If you get your debuff because you're in transition from there, you are going to have to either resolve it from the square that you are in, or you're going to have to potentially just kill yourself on the outer, like, non-square area, because you're going to get an extra debuff that I'm not going to be able to necessarily solve. So please just make sure you are in the B square at the end of Rune Axe. Hopefully that's clear.
So, long debuff. If you have a long debuff on B, you go to A.
Have a long debuff on B, you'll go to A at the end, yes.
Okay. But short debuff stays on B.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's,
B
like,
won't
Important to note,
Stay on
by
C?
going, when he means go onto that thing, he means stand in the middle of the square, not on the waymark.
well, just stand such that you're not clipping outside your square.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're in the middle, but whatever. Wiggle checks as well, please.
Also,
Any other questions on the Rune Axe strat? Okay. Up Lance, we are going to now also do. Can I have my Rune Axe baiters please move back? Behind the purple. I need my 3 main tanks of letters to come to the blue button. You will be my Charlie Holy Lance baiters. I need 3 main tanks from letters over by blue, and I need 3 main tanks from numbers over by yellow. The yellow button here, you will be baiting within the B square. The blue button is baiting in the C square. You're just going to resolve Holy Lance as normal from that square. It is heavy damage because we just have 3 tanks there, so please make sure you're putting Mitt on it. I don't know how much Mitt's needed. You might just die on the first pull. And we're going to just use Chemist Raises and such to recover. We are expecting to do 2 Magitar pulls, so try and make sure you don't run out of lives the first time around.
Can I make a mid suggestion?
Yep.
So you definitely want to use your short mid for at least one of them. I expect each hit will do about 90k. And you should be able to invuln 1, possibly 2 of them. So I would invuln the middle one, maybe try and hit it kind of late so you can cover 2.
And you will have a debuff on you, so you will be able to use that to figure out when to do that timing in the
Yes.
future.
Yep.
Because it does have just a straight up cooldown that you can check.
If it took you to 20% HP, you were either by yourself or you pushed it late.
Yeah, looking at that run, Kimchizi, I think one of your tanks might have been late to the stack.
Yes.
And
that
you
is
might
possible.
have done a 2 stack for the first one. But I'm not certain about that.
Hopefully there's not many more questions, but just try and remember the order of operations for C. It's very crucial that you are doing your lance in time. Everybody else who's not on those buttons, you are going to be on the A square. You need to be certain that you check if you have the debuff for the stack. Make sure your stack is not overlapping the outside of the square for the first 2 debuffs. The very last person, or the very last stack person, is the one that is going to be allowed to overlap outside of the square. It's called uplance for a reason. If you're a melee and you want to try doing the uptime, what you're going to do is you're going to cross over into the C square while the rest of A square is moving back and out of their square, okay? So feel free to try and do the uptime towards C, but if you feel uncomfortable with it and you just wanted normal A square movement, go ahead and don't worry about that uptime. It's more about just seeing the damage on the tanks and not so much needing to see the viability of the uptime itself. It's pretty clear that you can just do damage to the boss if you want to. That's really all I have to say for uplance. Are there any more questions on uplance? Okay. We have those 3 things, so please, everyone behind the purple line, I would like to set up a letters main tank that's going to have tank stance on, controlling the positioning of Magitar for the fight. I need 1 letters main tank to step on my yellow button. Okay, Bear will have his stance on. I will otherwise say for Forked Fury, I've been doing letters in, numbers out. Sorry, that's slightly reversed from raid plan, but that's just, if you play with me, that's just how I've been calling it. So, letters in, numbers out in this group. Do not Zenny the canisters, unless if you're the caller. I have exclusive permissions in all runs going forward. Please be aware of Daspian Zennies. If you are confident on daggers, please stand at the tip of the square. You can mark yourself for your party, and hopefully your party can potentially use that as an extra aid to reposition themselves or recenter themselves for daggers. Okay, ready checks, and let's go.
Good check.
Good check indeed. I have A, B, C. I have 1, 2, 3. We will pull at 2350. 2350. Ba-boom. I'm gonna go insane. Yeah, by the way, do prep a chemist for Runa and Holy Lance. Alright, we are starting this fight off with a raid wide. That's the raid wide, by the way. Aura. Be in your square, be on the hitbox. If you're a tank, you can be max melee as a numbers tank. You can be in more as a letters tank. We're going to see our weapon right now. You can do these autos from any group. Close autos. 3 of them. That was 1. 2. We are going into daggers. Numbers dagger, be on 4. 3 daggers. That's 1 dagger. 4 more. We're going to see this 3rd dagger. And then in between. Get ready to go to your waymark. And then you're going to be pulling out for Axe back a square. Okay, on the edge of the hitbox, we have Forked Fury coming out. Letters in, numbers out. It's the Tank Buster. And then 2 close autos. Be prepared to attack the yellow canisters after. That was 1. That's 2. Go yellow canisters. Yellow canisters. Not wipe the canisters, that would be awkward. That's a raid wide. Hey. Sage's staff. This is our first strat that's being changed for today. Remember, we are doing the center staff. We're going to resolve the mechanic that's cast after this, and then we're going to all just stack middle. Please put out some mid. That's between squares in. Between in. Go center, direct middle. Go back to your square. We're going to be doing a back of square out. Get ready to pop sprint and run to the middle. Go. Be middle. Raid wide, heavy damage. Okay. We have Axe being cast. Unseal close autos.
Good dead chemist in there.
I need a dead chemist raised over here. 3 close autos. That was 1. 2. Hey, Ruinax spots. Ruinax, go, go, go. Party B. Check your debuff. Check if you have the debuff. Big circles away. Everyone else, prepare to get in between. Small circle, be in the square, in the square, in the square. Don't overlap out. Okay, everyone get ready. In between, in between, in between, in. Everyone else is going to be. Don't bring that circle here. Oh. Anyways, go back to your spots. One tank in, one tank out for Tank Buster. 2 close autos. 1, we're going to target yellow canister.
3, it sounds.
Yellow canisters. Don't Zenny.
Do we have a chemist proc?
I sure hope we do. Raid wide. We're going into our uplance. Or actually dagger first, sorry. Ugh, I always forget this one. 3 daggers. That was 1. That's 2. 3 and between squares in. So your marker. Back a square. Okay, far autos, far autos. Three far autos. One more auto, and then everyone get to your Holy Lance squares. Go to your Holy Lance squares, up lance. Check if you have a debuff. We're going to be doing between squares in first.
We only have 2 tanks in.
Go to your squares. Don't overlap if you don't need to. 1. Okay. You have 2 stacks over here. Good stack. Do we have a chemist prep?
We had one for about a couple minutes.
Prep chem if we have anyone up. That's a chem.
Back in the square.
Yeah.
I think all the chems are.
Is there a chem that has a prepped raise?
Holy shit.
Yes.
Now we do. We
Raise
just have,
out.
yeah,
Put
we
raises
did.
on chems, please. Prep chem. Put your raises out. Did we get it? Okay, good. Good. Okay, lots of things went weird. If you don't have any resurrections, I'd probably prefer you just release and start leveling. Please don't leave the party, because it will give us LB gen. Probably. So, I mean, I saw who was in the wrong spot with the small spread for Runac, so it's very crucial. If you get the long debuff, you should check, and you need to remember to return to A. That is like the main thing, is you have to be ready to return to A. There's also an argument for why you would maybe just have the group go to A afterwards for that. And I'm also willing to accept that alteration if we think that's going to be a problem, because it's happened twice now. And I'm kind of willing to just on the fly say, let's just try going to A instead, because I trust my big circles.
So I have a question about the long debuff, because I'm the one who got it. Just do Runax normally until it's your turn, right?
Yeah,
What do
the
you
only
mean?
difference, if you're the long on B, the only difference from how you would normally do Runax from B is instead of taking your stack on B, if you're the second one, you take it on A. That's the only difference.
B.
Yeah. So I think it's probably
I'm-
easier to just have the party go to A, because
Then
everyone
B
is
might
not
forget.
everyone's
Yeah.
dodging
B instead of
between. Or
party.
sorry, no, I mean after Lance Blow, right? Because the whole party's dodging off of B. They can dodge between B and A for Lance Blow, and then just have the party go to A like we used to. It maybe makes it a little easier for whoever gets the circle AoEs on B. They just know they always need to be on B. If they're not sure what to do, they can just sit on B and die, as opposed to being confused whether they're staying on B or they're moving to A and potentially causing a stack on the whole group.
Yeah, that's my general gut feel as well. I really feel like it should just be party stands B, goes in between, and then party goes A. I think like that's such an easy movement anyways. And the person with the debuff, at least it's easier to tell the debuff to stay on B. But I don't know. It's like not like entirely different.
I'm
But
not convinced that if it's a B or if the person, if they're making that mistake of following the party, if they won't just still follow the party and go to A.
Well, the thing is, like, if you see your debuff and you have a circle AoE and you're not sure if you're the first or the second one, you can just stay on B and die, and there's no chance that you will wipe the group. As opposed to if you think you are actually the first one and you're really the second one, and you end up on, or sorry, you think you're the second one and you're actually the first one, and you're with the group basically. You'll be back on B with the group, and you'll kill everyone.
I also like the trade-off of the symmetry of just saying, if you have a small circle debuff, you are going to just take that in your square. That's a very easy way to frame it, whereas having to frame it the other way is very reverse. Like, you have to remember to go off your square and such, and I think that's it. We do lose the advantage of the long circle debuff, but I can always just suggest, once again, just go between where the 1 is. Also, where is my one-way mark?
I just took them away.
Were you trying to use them for something, or?
No,
Do
I just wanted to do a poll with cluttered markers.
Oh, sure, if you want. I do like them, but yeah, they aren't necessary once you remove them from Sage's staff.
Do
Then-
we lose the large marker advantage though? Because isn't the people getting the debuffs locked in on the cast?
Yeah, but as soon as you're locked in, you could even go to a different square once you're locked in, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the people getting the big, small, big on A are still the 3 special P ranged, right?
Yeah. So we still will have party B. It's going to be, we move from B in to A. So it's a full party move. Smalls will stay in their squares wherever they got them. What I'm recommending is if you're the long, big circle, move to the 1-way mark across from the A square when you dodge in between, and run out back to the purple over there. And that's what I say anyways with the standard strat. So that's what I'd like to try this time. So we're going to do the entire party goes to A after, so it's going to be more similar to the current strat. And we're going to put that big circle behind the 1-way mark purple thing, right? You're going to just go towards the 1 for between squares in, and then you're going to just back off towards that purple.
Oh. Oh, so
I
This is
am
now
going
modified
to...
uptime.
Yeah, we're modifying the Runax. For uplants, I am going to suggest we do not do uplants this run.
I have an idea for uplands.
Yeah, we'll do it next run though, if that's okay. If you
Okay.
think that's fine. I'm just worried that we're going to lose a tank, and then uplants is unsolvable when we put all of our eggs in that basket.
Well, the thing I was going to suggest was we resolve the autos with only tanks on their squares, and everybody's on A ahead of time. What happened last time was that there was overlapping stacks on
Okay.
A because people moved very late.
No. There were 2 stacks on A because we had lost tanks before Lance, and so we didn't have 3 tanks on each of the B and C platforms.
There was
I mean,
3
I'm...
tanks on C at least.
I lean towards just solve Holy Lance normal to spread the damage loss a little bit. And let's just focus on the other 2 strats. We're making one change on the other one. We're going to just do a regular Holy Lance strat, the Abba Holy Lance. And we will, on run 2, we'll run it back with the modification. And then hopefully the second follow-up one, we can do the modification too.
Okay.
So,
So regular Holy
Holy-
Lance, but adjusted Sages and adjusted Runax still.
You say adjusted
So
Runax,
now-
you saying where the party ends on A, or you're saying the original suggestion?
Adjusted,
Okay.
adjusted. Version 2 adjusted.
which is what?
Party stands on B, party dodges in between, party goes A.
Okay. But range still baits on A, right? At the beginning?
The 3 range. Can I see my 3 range and my 2 tanks on the blue and yellow buttons, by the way? I want to make sure we still have our people.
There is still confusion over Runex, I think. The only people getting the large debuff are
ever
the
on
3
A.
people standing on A initially. So nobody else has to worry about those except those 3 people. There's some debate about the long one of those can take it not at the north behind the purple. They could take it at what is that, southeast,
from the group.
away from the group. But that's the only real debate we have there. But we are all 3P ranges, and so
It doesn't matter.
we should
You can
not
take
have
it
an
in the north
issue
if you
getting
want.
all the way back there. There's no greed to be had.
Yeah.
Um,
Final safe square for everyone is A. We are not going back to B. And that's because I've seen twice that small spread just not moving off of B, and I feel like it's just something that's not going to be programmed out. I see the 9 minutes. We're going to pull at 8:45 regardless of talking. So the pull
So-
time is 8:45, just so you know. Ask your question, but we might be pulling as you ask
Do
it.
you need an extra fizz range? Because there's only 2 people there, or are you still good?
Fox is the third.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Listen,
I was paying attention to.
We're pulling in 20. Can you just stay in party, Doom, just for this pull, just so we can generate an LB3 potentially? I said 45, right? So I think in
Yes.
5 seconds. Okay. Potted 2 minute. The other thing that I saw is a lot of people die at the end of stage staff, so please don't forget to mitt both the final hit and the raid wide coming up after. Alright. New tank autos in stores near you. Car autos.
Please be on the hitbox. Please.
If you're not a tank, be on the hitbox. That's
Why
not
did
the
you work
hitbox.
further away?
Letters dagger. 3 daggers. That's 1. That's the second. We're gonna look. This is between squares in. Go to your marker. Oh god, we lost our healers. didn't we?
We don't have any healers in A left.
Alright, I'm a Vercure mage. Alright. Pork Fury. Wait, can somebody drop party and then they can come to A?
We'd have to lose one of our.
Alright. Inosav, can you leave party? Blue canisters. forget the raid wide
He
is
needs,
coming
he
out.
needs help. He needs help. He needs help. Please stop walking away. It's not good.
Oh my god, C's not dead. Okay, or B.
Yeah.
B needed a ton of help. Okay. Cancer wipe sucks, but it's very weird.
Yeah, the
You
tanks
run
were
it
invading
back.
on the
Yeah.
B side.
Tanks,
The-
yeah,
the-
that's.
I
I've
never-
always said this, but it's like, even if you're a letters, please bait the far autos. It's only for Fork Fury that we care about in and out for letters numbers.
Does 2
Yeah.
only have one tank?
We
Because
only
there
have
was
one
only
tank
ever.
because
Yeah, we only had
I
one.
wish that
Yeah.
we had known that before.
Yeah, I wish we had as well. Oh well. Okay.
We've only had one
Anybody
tank
who-
before we even got in the first time. For
Okay,
Magi.
Coda, you can swap back to your party. I'll take Inno back.
There's no tanks at all for Juno.
I just
To
need
this
to
tank
look at
list?
what our rosters look like, okay? So please remove people from the roster that are saying they're not going back for round 2. I'm just going to do ready check. Inno, are you coming back into the party? We lose anyone else in other groups? How many people in C are staying?
C is looking like 5 staying. We're losing 3.
Okay, how many people in 1 staying? Can you update
We have-
the spreadsheet as well, please?
We have 2 more and 2 leaving. Tank and a ranged. Or a melee.
One disbanded? Why did one disband? Without saying anything. How many people from 1 are still around? I think we have to reform outside. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Let's just get our levels back up, just in case we get funked on weather.
Yeah, sorry about that, by the way. I went to rotate my Phantom Job ability, and instead I hit my analog stick. So, that was my bad.
What's my camera doing? Over someone. Yeah, okay. Where's my fates at?
I say we gold farm to get some level back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go farm. Let's just go full farm A. It's like 30 mobs, and then we don't have to do bullshit fate EXP. Somebody be thief tank for A, or do you want me to?
Thank you for the call out, Das. Y'all have a good one. See you next time.
Take care.
Peace
I
out,
still
bro.
want to investigate a little bit more, but yeah.
Well, I'm getting my last +2 piece at least.
Oh.
I mean, that's the calls are. Really? They murdered themselves? I was wondering who you were talking to. You were like, don't res. Yeah, I guess Das was that good. Carrying someone from Fresh to Boss 4? That's crazy.
Somebody was Fresh?
Yeah, apparently in
Yeah.
Party 2.
We didn't even know.
And was Fresh.
So funny.
Okay, they did die. Like, they had no lives left starting Magi. And I was like, damn. I didn't check or anything. Until now, I'm like, wait.
I don't tombstone check, right? So as long as you're not hindering us, it's fine.
I mean, they
it's
only
a shame
killed
that they're
themselves,
coming into non-standard strats, but yeah.
Yeah, they didn't wipe anybody or something, but yeah, they just died themselves. That's good.
I need a couple more people over here so that we can get this chain farm going. Get more people over here since they coming.
Yeah, I'm heading back. I had a Manticore aggro.
You can always just run to us and we just will let you die, if that's any consolation.
Oh man, that critical engagement. Oh well.
Dude, that one if that. Full farm's easier. We still have room for one more person, by the way.
You can invite me. I'll drop out of my party.
C lost 4, by the way.
Yeah, we're if we're gonna go back in, we have to leave and recruit more people. I don't want to go in.
He's talking specifically for this impromptu gold farm.
Yeah, we're just getting our level back, but with
right.
I don't.
Fair enough.
You, Chris. 1 second.
I just yelled at in the chat.
No, Chris, you were on my blacklist at the beginning of all this, and I have no
really
idea why.
Really?
Yeah. You did something to piss me off.
Something in Ultimates.
Probably.
I don't really do ultimates, so.
Oh damn! You did something out of an ultimate. That's the worst.
Yeah.
You're up there with the ERPing Wallafels.
Might have been savage.
It'd be nice if they gave the ability to write a note about why someone was on their platform.
If I know I'm not the nicest player in this game.
It was.
Yeah, it was before the blacklist.
I only know it was pre-Dawn Trail, so I have no idea because.
So if it was pre-Dawn Trail, I didn't start playing Savage until like 6.5.
I don't know. Could have been a casual thing where you pissed me off. Who knows?
I'm on one of my.
Could have been a dungeon. Maybe you were snide in a dungeon.
Yo, hello.
I'm on one of my old FC leaders blacklists because I refused to ERP. So, you know, if that helps.
Oh, did I do a bad thing? I did a bad thing, guys.
Killed Bear. And then vicariously you killed me.
Yeah, but I'm practically a thief right now. Oh.
No, you're dead. What did you do that messed that up so badly?
Bear died and I attacked the mobs before Bear died, so they all looked at me.
I see.
I didn't do anything super bad.
I just assume you killed Bear, to be honest.
Well, fortunately, Rhaegar is here to save the day. As long as we beat that CE though to completing, this is all worth it. Oh, we should.
Come on, CE folks, we gotta beat him.
I'm trying.
I'm going Black Mage. I don't know why I wasn't on Black Mage to begin with. Oh. get like up to 8 mobs per 30 seconds doing this method, like on a not super offbeat path. And you only need like 30 mobs, so you only need 2 minutes worth of pulls, pretty much. I won't pull less so Bear because they're stopping to cast because of how long it's taking. We can do Bear to CE. They're at 60%. So close.
One more packet.
Probably close to you guys.
Yeah, we're almost there.
I need one more. Oh yeah, we're beating the CE for sure.
Hey, it's Ock. Memorize for them. Oh, the rest of them I think are down.
We're not beating the CE.
We're beating CE, don't worry, we're beating CE. It's fine. Weakness is only a myth that Big Cannoneer wants
at
to
like
know.
90% right now.
They're at 88%. We're good.
Where are the rest of the deaths?
And also, I mean, this is just more of a stuff tank speed pull, right? So it will be more efficient, I think. Because I don't know if Bear's done a lot of siege tank yet. I think he's practicing.
C's done.
We won.
Doesn't matter, you still go all be level 20 in your parties. If you're not, you lose.
The rest of us beat it.
How many of you are 19?
Too many people. Two people in my party are with you though. That's not fair. Ock and Raymond are over there.
Oh, those are the two people we picked up along the way.
What can I say?
They were dying.
Like my party can't even fucking win because of that. That's bullshit requirements.
I think we have a rogue Satana, by the way.
Alright, let's I do want to see if we're going to keep this run alive by moving out of instance and farming fork. I'm more interested in getting another Magi, and I don't mind adding an extra 10 minutes to just make sure we have a group of people that are willing to do it. I know it might be annoying for some people to leave instance, but it really doesn't matter to me, frankly. Let's leave.
We're leaving. Okay.
Everybody leave?
Assuming you're level 20, like if you still need a little bit more XP, go for it.
I am, but I need like one phase. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just doing the last fate, and then I'll leave.
I already left, but it's fine. I'll get it in the next one. It's not a big deal.
Right.
I'll
Please
help.
update the spreadsheets. I think my one said they fully disbanded, right?
There we go.
It might not
Oh,
be
you're good?
fully disbanded when they leave zone, though.
No, it won't be.
That depends on if the leader also disbanded outside there.
So my I think I might be more interested in just making this a magic clear party, but we'll use the Sage's staff track. I don't know if I want to force the Rune Extra. I really do. I'm just like so worried that